This next story comes from the Arizona Mirror. Biden locks in $6.6 billion for TSMC chip factories, ensuring Trump can't rescind the CHIPS Act deal. The Biden administration has finalized a $6.6 billion award for the Taiwan superconductor giant that is building massive factories in Phoenix. Amid concerns, President-elect Donald Trump will derail subsidies aimed at fostering the domestic chip industry. So this is like a last minute, gotta button everything up and make sure that some legacy prevails, but also make sure that the thousands of jobs that this CHIPS Act will create are actually created in the state. And I just want to imagine how much this wouldn't have happened if you went reversies. In a state that flipped red.
Yeah.
Biden is like, hey, you know what? I'm still creating those thousands of jobs because it's the right thing to do, because that's the commitment we made, because I still believe in my obligations to this country. That's just the right thing to do. I fucking absolutely guarantee in the reverse, there's a 0% chance that the same thing would happen.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And I think one of the reasons why they're trying to safeguard this is because Trump is going to do his very best to undo anything Biden did. Now, I want you to pay attention, and I want you to remind everybody that that voted for Trump too, that when he does this, he will not pay attention to whether or not anyone or a great deal of people are benefiting from it. He doesn't care about whether or not it's a good policy. All he cares about is undoing something someone else did.
That's
all he cares about. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about the jobs this is creating. None of that. I know in the article they say they're doing this to try to safeguard it, but we've heard that before. And we've also seen the Supreme Court go ahead and side with him on many occasions where we didn't think they would side with him at all. So I have no idea whether or not this particular thing is going to be safeguarded by his actions or not.
Right.
I think it's a great thing. I think it's awesome that he's going out of his way to, like you say, create jobs in a state that didn't reward his party at all in the election. I think that's important for the entire nation to make sure that we create jobs wherever you can. And so an awesome thing for him to do. But make no mistake, Trump does not care, and he will do whatever he can to take it down and to remove it. And some of these people, even though the leopard will be on their face when they vote next time, will continue to vote for Trump and vote to get kicked in the face by him.
Yeah, dude, there will be people. So let's assume that the 6.6, here's a crazy truth about America. Let's assume that all $6.6 billion of funding is funneled into Arizona and the Phoenix area specifically. And this Taiwanese superconductor giant comes in, and together there's an enormous synergy in these plants. These giant manufacturing plants are constructed, and the microchips or whatever, the semiconductors are being produced, and these are good paying jobs. These are quality jobs. These are good paying jobs. There will be people, of the thousands of people, there will be people who work at that factory, and still will vote against the guy who helped create those jobs, or against the party that helped create those jobs, or for the party that tried to stop the funding that enabled the very job that they have. That's insane, but it's true. You know that if you walked into one of these buildings and were like, hey, this building was only built because of the infrastructure bill. The infrastructure bill that Biden passed, the infrastructure bill that the Democrats fought for, that the Republicans fought against. The only reason this job exists or this plant exists is for this. And there'd be people in that plant who'd be like, yeah, well, he just doesn't care enough about the economy.
Yeah.
You'd be like, how are you walking on two legs?
Yeah, but
what is happening?
What they're really saying is, I hate trans people.
Right.
That's what they're really saying.
Well, the other candidate was a woman and all.
Yeah.